For long, Ethereum has been a force to be reckoned with, but low scalability, network congestion, high gas fees, and environmental concerns have been major issues for Ethereum. Of course, ETH looks to shed its old skin with the release of Ethereum 2.0. Buying Ethereum is like buying a small piece of the internet, but there's a problem. Many internets are competing right now. The top 10 cryptos are trying to be the one true king, the number one platform that all other platforms are built on. They're trying to take the crown from Ethereum, and it could happen. Competitors are already cheaper and faster. However, they are not quite as famous. But things are changing fast in crypto, and there could be a completely new market leader in a short period of time. Today, I'm going to uncover what the data says and find out who may be the most likely winner in the blockchain race, because the winner here will see far more rewards than anyone else. Also, if you enjoy finance content, consider subscribing or liking the video. I spend a lot of time researching these stories, and only a small percentage of my viewers are subscribed. It's free, and you can always unsubscribe. I am comparing data possible from Ethereum, BNB, ADA, Solana, and Avalanche to unravel the hints of the future of crypto. We all know Solana comes out on top in terms of growth, increasing by more than 700% in the last 12 months. The runner-up for growth is Avalanche. As we can see, Avalanche in red saw a big rise at the end of 2021. And this was largely due to the popular trend of DAOs at the end of the year. And in that period, people found out about the incredibly low fees and usability of Avalanche. Similarly, Solana saw a massive surge in price earlier in the year when they came under the scene with their proof-of-stake system that could rival even Ethereum. Of course, not without some drama along the way. Looking at this chart, it's pretty telling. We should be wary of massive price action because things tend to settle in the long run. Also, Terra would be high on the list for 12-month price increases, but we are not including them in this video because it was impossible to find the sufficient data we needed for the whole overview. Moving on, we have to talk about one of the most important aspects of crypto, the gas fees. We all know who's lagging behind. Really, I don't even think we would be having this discussion if Ethereum's fees were as low as others. Vitalik Buterin would have been a god if Ethereum's fees were low. Solana has the lowest fees by far, at a fraction of a cent on average. But then we have Cardano, Avalanche, and Binance, who all have similar fee structures of between 30 cents and 60 cents per transaction. I feel this should probably be lower in the long run to not hurt users who have less money, but it isn't a ridiculous amount either. On the other hand, Ethereum had an average fee of nearly $30 in the last month. And if you've used Ethereum, you know that this is much higher. Here we can see Ethereum's daily active wallets are fairly flat throughout the whole year, which is a little bit weird given that crypto in general is much more widespread now than it was a year ago. Now, many people use Ethereum only when they absolutely have to. This means if they can't do whatever they are trying to do on Binance or Solana or Avalanche, they end up using Ethereum. So as the options have grown in crypto, people are beginning to explore non-Ethereum options more and more. So Binance in yellow on this chart has seen very solid growth over the last year, starting at around 250,000 daily average addresses, peaking nearly 10 times higher, and ultimately settling at around 1.2 million daily. Solana in purple is all over the place, seeing wild spikes and dips. Cardano is somewhat flat through 2021, which isn't a big surprise as there weren't many usable dApps until 2022, and we'll likely see more growth here throughout 2022. Avalanche was expected to have some more crazy spikes around November of 2021, but we can see that the addresses were small in number until the end of the year. And nevertheless, this will also be an interesting one to keep an eye on through 2022 as well, mostly if DAOs become more and more fashionable and important. The number of 7-day active addresses also look quite interesting. Solana comes out on top with 4.26 million active addresses. BNB fell just behind Solana with 4.14 million addresses. Ethereum had 1.9 million active addresses, while Terra and Avalanche fall behind with 274k and 235k addresses respectively. Unfortunately, Cardano is nowhere to be seen in the top 10s. And as you can see, the so-called Layer 2 chains like Polygon and Phantom are killing it right now. Let's see where the decentralized finance money flows. Ethereum takes the cake here with $111 billion worth of total value locked, followed by Terra with almost $29 billion. Binance is in third place with $12 billion TVL. Avalanche and Solana are in third and fourth place with $9.3 billion and $6 billion TVLs respectively. And like before, Cardano falls short here as well, with $261 million, which is very less than other chains. Now, using blockchains daily is one thing, but let's check out how good they are in terms of investment potential. Let's analyze the staking return on investment that you can earn on each of these projects. When it comes to staking, checking inflation is very important. This is because most blockchains have what's called an emission schedule. They release new tokens into the ecosystem, which slowly dilutes the current token value. These emissions can rapidly reduce staking rewards. And due to this, I believe it makes the most sense to stake cryptos only when you plan to hold them for a long period of time. Let's start with Solana. Staking Solana on average earns you around 6%, but factoring in inflation of nearly 5%, your net return on investment is actually only about 1%, which is basically nothing compared to the fact that the token is up more than 700% in the last year. Cardano and Avalanche have similar staking rewards in the mid 5% range. However, after inflation, your net rewards are a little over 1%. Moving up the list is Ethereum 2.0, which has much lower inflation than the previous few, with current payouts of roughly 4.5%. Finally, BNB is the last and finest in this category. Because their whole supply is already on the market, BNB has no inflation. This means you get to keep the entire 8% staking reward. No doubt there is the volatility risk that comes with holding any cryptocurrency, but this is by far the strongest on this list. We all know how crucial community and popularity are in crypto. And potentially, in the short run, popularity is more valuable than technology. In the long run, that seems unlikely, but meme coins will continue to rise in popularity until then. The projects that are both popular and incredibly functional will be the ultimate winners. Talking of popularity, one of the best ways to measure popularity is by pulling data from Reddit. There, we can look at each project's subreddit and observe not just how many subscribers have grown over time, but also how active the community is. If a community is regularly engaged and exploring a blockchain, it is much more likely to succeed, since at the end of the day, these initiatives only matter if people utilize them. Strangely, Avalanche and Solana have seen the lowest growth on Reddit in the last 12 months. This could simply be due to their users' preference for alternative forms of engagement, such as Twitter or Discord. However, the true engagement data from those sites is harder to get. This data isn't perfect. Real-world data never is. Now let's follow the overview of all these blockchains. Ethereum is moving to proof-of-stake consensus. Many hope that the migration will fix the issue of expensive gas fees on the world's largest smart contract platform. Vitalik Buterin has said that the gas fees of ETH 2.0 will be as low as 5 cents. Binance's BNB token, the fourth largest cryptocurrency with a market capitalization of over $68 billion, was initially deployed on the Ethereum network as an ERC20 token but soon migrated to the Binance chain. The Binance chain runs in parallel to BSC and is mainly used to power crypto trading on Binance. In February 2022, Binance merged the Binance chain and the BSC to form the BNB chain in a push to expand its decentralized apps ecosystem further and to strengthen BNB token's utility as a smart contract platform token. Avalanche leverages a unique consensus mechanism to achieve transactional finality in under 2 seconds. That is a vast improvement over Ethereum's 6 minutes, although that's still better than waiting an hour for finality on Bitcoin. Moreover, Avalanche has attracted attention from MasterCard, Deloitte, and other prominent finance and fintech companies. These partners will, through Ava Labs, develop new projects, products, and solutions. And Avalanche is Ethereum virtual machine compatible, allowing developers to bridge the gap to the leading development blockchain. EVM compatibility can be a crucial benefit as it supports smart contracts built for Ethereum without requiring code changes. Additionally, this approach ensures users can access Avalanche through trusted tools like MetaMask. A pioneer of the proof-of-stake consensus mechanism, Cardano has been hyped as the more environmentally friendly, less expensive, and more intercompatible rival to Ethereum. Although Cardano has been touted as an Ethereum killer, its slow, peer-reviewed, measure twice, cut once approach has divided opinion among crypto enthusiasts. Cardano supporters remain optimistic as the network enters its penultimate development phase, the Basho era. According to its roadmap, Basho will be an era of optimization, improving the scalability and interoperability of the network. Cardano will introduce scaling solutions like sidechains and layer 2 solutions and will add features to switch between various accounting models to improve its intercompatibility. Solana is right behind Cardano in terms of market capitalization at around $30 billion. In 2021, Solana was among the top gainers, rising from less than $2 at the start of the year to end the year at about $170. However, its native token, Sol, has nearly lost 50% in 2022. Solana has had its problems. Between major outages and partial outages, the Solana blockchain has now had 11 such incidents in the first 4 months of the year. And the users are angry because the outages like this cause transactions to stop as well. Looking at all the data, the verdict is that BNB, the Binance Smart Chain, is leading the race. It has low gas fees, it's incredibly usable, the token has utility on the Binance exchange. They have the most profitable staking rates, the most active addresses, and the most daily transactions. Honestly, it's surprising to see how much better Binance is compared to the other chains. They need only one thing to become insanely dominant, and that is higher transactions per second. Which blockchain do you think will become the ultimate king? Let me know in the comments below. And if you learned something new from this, click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to be the first to see our new videos. I make deep dives like this every week where I uncover the secrets of money and business.